Dale Earnhardt Jr. embarking on what could be a storybook ending to his career at Daytona International Speedway. He starts from the pole. The last time he did it at this track, he ended up in victory lane. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Chase Elliott making up row one. The pace car has made its way to pit road. The field in the hands of Jr. Green flag in the air. We're underway from Daytona. Brad Keselowski takes advantage of Dale Jr. coming down the racetrack, and now Dale Jr. on the inside will try to get the inside line moving, but Keselowski's taken second away, and here comes Kevin Harvick in the 4.
Help's coming though to Jr. The 21 pulled right up behind him. At the same time, the leaders tried to block. That helped Dale Jr. as well, gave him a little bit of sniff of that draft, so that's going to help pull Jr. back to the front.
Chase Elliott goes low once again, opens the door for the 2. Here comes Brad Keselowski. He's going to move on the high side, trying to take the lead away from Chase. Brad Keselowski looking very strong out in front of the pack. A good run for Clint Bowyer in the 14. Comes up behind the 88. Ryan Blaney tries to side draft him and pull the 14 back.
It'll be hard for Jr. to get any energy behind. With 2 wide behind him, it'll be really hard for someone to push because those cars aren't going to create enough help.
Brad Keselowski, Dale Earnhardt Jr. coming to the end of stage 1. Looking back behind Dale Earnhardt Jr. as they come off turn number 4. For the finish of stage 1, Brad Keselowski. He will win stage 1. Dale Earnhardt Jr. second.
Caution, caution, caution.
Denny Hamlin surging on that outside line. Former Daytona 500 winner.
The 88 of Dale Jr. wastes no time. He climbs the bank into the outside of his teammate, Casey Kane, but no one goes with him, by himself in the 3rd lane.
Here comes a little bit of help, but that help's going to come late. How many positions will Jr. lose right here?
But I like the move.
Maybe not too many.
Yeah, but I like the move. That's the Dale Jr. of old. Not following in line, being aggressive, pulling out of line. We've been very critical all weekend that we need to see aggression. That move didn't seem to work for the positive, but it was aggressive.
It makes it harder to make that move the next time, though. When you make that move once and nobody goes with you, you lose confidence that people are going to go with you. Normally when Jr. makes a move, people just trust he knows what he's doing and they stick with him.
And the big one happens at Daytona. Kyle Busch goes around in front of 3 or 4 other cars, collecting them, and the caution comes out again.
We are closing into the end of this stage, just inside 10 to go. The momentum was kind of building. Everybody was trying to work their way to the front. You see Martin Truex Jr. leaving the scene. Heavy, heavy damage on the 78. Though 18 was the first car around for sure, Rick.
Austin Dillon caught up in it. He can't even see over the hood. It has collapsed up to the windshield. Martin Truex Jr. damage. Again, the new rule. You cannot add any body parts to the car on pit road. Take a look at what happened.
Follow along Kyle Busch. Little wiggle right there. I think he had a problem. That thing just turned around on him right in front of the field. So look at all the big impacts, all the smoke. I didn't see any contact before he went around. I saw him wiggle, and then the car turned around sideways.
Once again, 3 wide, even before they get to turn 1. Teammates fighting for the lead. Side by side as they get into turn 3. Kenseth moves up in front of his teammate. Here comes the 48 of Jimmie Johnson. Kenseth now separated almost by 2 car lengths in front of the 48 and the 11. Through 3 and 4, coming to the end of stage 2. Matt Kenseth is going to dominate this one. Kenseth gets the win. Second stage win for Matt Kenseth. And a playoff point, but still looking for his first race win of 2017. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., the most recent winner on a restrictor plate track, was able to get the win at Talladega for his first Monster Energy Cup Series win. He goes up the racetrack trying to side draft with the 4. While they're doing that, Trevor Bayne in the 6 has moved right up behind them, running in the 3rd position.
While they're doing that, everyone else in the field has decided to go 3 wide.
Trevor Bayne is going to push the 17 out front. Now Ricky Stenhouse Jr. leads at Daytona.
Three wide, we're wrecking.
Oh, around goes the 24 of Chase Elliott. He had help. Trevor Bayne got caught up with him. The caution comes out. Damage to the left side of the 24 of Chase Elliott.
You see right here, you know, it's moving, and there's nothing he can do. It's spin to the right or spin to the left. Fortunately for the 24, he spun to the left. There's still damage, but much less damage than if it had gone up into the outside wall.
.59 laps to go. Suarez on the inside, Matt Kenseth on the outside. Jimmie Johnson on the inside of row 2. Heavily damaged front end of the 1 of Jamie McMurray still holding tough as he's on the outside of row 2.
Ty Dillon making it 3 wide on the outside in row 3. Jimmy's trying to drag the top into single file. He's trying to get everybody to run that top lane and hopefully get it single file. As a leader, that's in your best interest. He's trying to do it. I don't know if he's going to work out or not. We've seen Junior do this many times where he just goes to the top and everybody follows.
Oh, around goes the 4 of Kevin Harvick. Harvick spins around. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is involved. Brad Keselowski involved. Smoke coming out of the 32 of Matt DiBenedetto.
I blew a tire, I'm fine.
Blew a tire. That's what it looked like. The 4 just snap spun like a tire went down right in the middle of traffic. You see the 88 bouncing along the backstretch wall. That tells me that something's probably broken in the front suspension.
Take another look.
About 190 mile an hour. See the 4-car wiggle, turns around quickly right in front of her. No, nothing anybody can do. All the smoke, can't see. Just hope you get through it.
Now it's Boyer and Stenhouse Jr. up front. Green flag back in the air. Stenhouse Jr. with a little help. Now edging in front of Clint Boyer, who tries to move up to block. Ty Dillon, just 25 years old. Behind him, Kyle Larson, 24 years old.
We just saw Casey Kane and Matt Kenseth. They had trouble. They both got shuffled to the back.
Little wiggle out of the 48. That allows A.J. Allmendinger in the 47 to make the move. He'll get past Jimmie Johnson. And now, falling back just a bit in that inside line, the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Look at the hands on A.J. Allmendinger. Up in the air goes the 42 of Kyle Larson. Caution comes out. And another contact. Matt Kenseth hits. The one of Jamie McMurray flying down pit road. Take a look. This is what happened to the 42.
Wow. How did he get back on the ground without flipping?
See right here, he gets down low. The 17 of Ricky Stenhouse tries to fill the upper lane. The 42 tries to block. And as you said, the 42 was destined to go airborne. The roof flaps deployed, setting the 42 back on the ground. And as that happened, the 41 of Kurt Busch crossed the tri-oval, took a hard hit. This is another great action shot right here. Watch this 42. Hits the wall, then gets pushed into the air by the 17. You see the roof flap open. The car sets back on the ground.
21 of Blaney, he's in the brakes, just nothing you can do. Remember, Matt Kenseth, Casey Kane had got shuffled back. They got behind this wreck. Matt Kenseth did not get through it. Casey Kane did.
Three laps to go. Green flag back in the air. David Reagan on the bottom of the racetrack. Ty Dillon on that second line. A.J. Allmendinger pushing Reagan. And a good push he has as Reagan now has cleared that outside line. Way out in front. David Reagan looking for his third win. Could it come once again at a restrictor plate track? And around goes the 77. Eric Jones slides into the infield. Also the 11 of Denny Hamlin goes around. Caution has not come out yet. Now it does. Eric Jones slid. Denny Hamlin slid. And it was David Reagan that is scored as the race leader now for the restart. And we will be going overtime. 2 laps to go. Reagan on the inside, Dillon on the outside. Green flag back in the air. Again, they could be racing to the overtime line. Side by side as they go through 1 and 2. Once the leader crosses the overtime line, if a caution comes out, the race is official. They're going to get to it. They do. Now the fight back to the finish. They've got a lap and a half to go.
17 hard, here he comes.
Here comes the 17. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., a power move on the inside. He takes the lead.
David Reagan saw that line coming from the top, thought he needed to block that. Stenhouse had such a run on the bottom, he didn't get the right car blocked.
Stenhouse Jr., white flag in the air. One more time around. Paul Menard now moves up to second. Clint Boyer's in third. Clint Boyer trying to find a line, trying to get some momentum. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. wants to stay right on the double yellow line. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. looking for his second win in the Cup Series. He's going to get it at the biggest stage. Stenhouse Jr. wins at Daytona.
Good job, buddy. That's awesome there, Ricky Bobby.
Well, less than 2 months ago, Ricky Stenhouse was trying to be a Monster Energy Cup winner. Now he's won at Talladega. He has now won at Daytona. You already thanked the fans. You did that interview. Trevor Bayne coming in to congratulate. Crew Chief Brian Patty has been here. Ricky's girlfriend Danica has been to the car. You talk to the fans, you thank them. Now we're going to thank, this one is for your team and for Olive Branch, Mississippi. And Ricky, this one's for you too.
Yeah, it validates what we did at Talladega. I want to first off thank all the troops that have fought for our country, for our freedom. It's most important right now. Thank the good Lord for giving me this opportunity to come out here and do what I love to do for a living.